are well. So, here today we are doing the third of our Madden 20 rebuilds with the Kansas City Chiefs. They won the most amount of Super Bowls in the Saints rebuild, which will have gone up before this, obviously. So, alright, so we gotta take a look at how our team's laid out here. Outside of our right guard and our right tackle, our team is trash on the offensive line. And, that is something we need to, address right away. When you have a 58 normal dev center starting, 67 overall, and then Fisher at 74. But we do have Tyreek Hill here, 94 overall. Obviously, Patty Mahomes. So our quarterback situation is phenomenal through the entirety of this rebuild. Sammy Watkins, 82 overall. But outside of Tyreek, our receivers could use work. And then defensively, these two are literally the same overall. Lucas is a scheme fit, though, which that works out for us. But Thornhill also has a hidden dev trait. So I think I'm going to give him the start, because it's at least a star dev. It's at least a star development. We're good there. We have Kendall Fuller on the outside. And Bashad Breeland. Our corners need work. We're pretty set on D-line, though. Let's fucking go. And this Speaks kid is a star dev as well. So we have Frank Clark here. He just got over, I think, from Seattle? Alex Okafor. I might trade Okafor to put Speaks over there, because we could probably use him as some decent trade fodder to maybe get some draft picks, or maybe some good offensive linemen. Because we have this in the back, so. Or I could use him even as trade fodder, depending on how good his trade value is. So, we look over Colquitt and Butker. They're fine. We could make Thornhill the slot corner. For rush right end, I'm going to put Speaks there. Get him some snaps that way. So that we have plans. So I'm gonna see what I can do to kind of spice up the team a little bit. But one thing that is for sure, we need to upgrade at offensive line. Because yes, Patty Mahomes can get out of the pocket, do all that crazy shit. But if he's only protected on one side of the line, there's not much we can do. So, I will see you if any pivotal trades and free agent signings happen before we get into year one. Okay, so we ended up popping off a trade here with New England. We had to, because we originally tried this very same package to get a few different players from the Packers, but they were not biting. And I'm like, okay, we need to shore up at our free safety position. And Deron Harmon's good. Being a Pats fan, I would know. And then we ended up getting Shaq Mason out of the deal as well. For this we probably could have saved the pick. But, some casualties need to be met. Because with the way this team is built, we're going to be in the playoffs, so I could probably cheese another draft pick somewhere along the line. But we're going to end up moving Shaq Mason over to left guard. And then we're going to drop Deron Harmon to free safety. And then we're going to probably drop Thornhill to a slot corner kind of thing. But that is trade number one. Alright, so here we are, week 1. Well, outside of the Shaq Mason deal, we didn't really do anything. But here, well, we're rocking 89 offense, 75 defense. We went 4-0, by the way, in preseason. Not like that's a precursor for anything, but I will see you guys at the midway point. Alright, so here we are at the midway point. We're 4-4 right now. Not as great as I thought we'd be. Let me pop off these scout points quick, and then we'll be back to work here. Okay. There we go. But we do have some re-signs we gotta do. The first one being Tyreek Hill. We'll throw him that offer. He wants more money. Kendall Fuller. We're gonna yeet him the deal. Boom. Signed up. Chris Jones, we're gonna yeet the deal. Okay. I'm not gonna re-sign Carlos Hyde. I mean, we can bring the fullback in another year. Okay, now it's all about the money here that we're up against the 1-7 Vikings, so that should be a win. And I will see you at playoff time. Alright, so we went 8-8 in our year 1, thusly missing out on the playoffs. Here's how that broke down. Chargers won the West, Colts won the South, Browns won the North, Pats won the East, with the Titans and the Ravens being the 5 and 6. 8-8, not where we should have been for this Chiefs team, but we're getting good development out of the people we wanted to develop anyway. So I will see you with our Pro Bowlers. Alright, so here we are with our Pro Bowl rosters. We have been offered to coach the Pro Bowl team, by the way. But so far, no Chiefs. This is interesting. Mitchell Schwartz made the Pro Bowl for us. Interesting. We only had the one Pro Bowler. That's nice to know. And the Falcons and the Chargers are your Super Bowl contenders, and I will see you at the last re-sign screen. Also, because I'm a scrub and forgot to go over the yearly awards, Le'Veon Bell won MVP. No Chiefs there. Coach of the Year. Figured we wouldn't be on that one. Le'Veon Bell, Offensive Player of the Year. Mahomes, surprisingly, not on the list, man. Defensive Player of the Year went to Von Miller. No Pats there. Offensive Rookie, Hollywood Brown. Right. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, Juan Thornhill was number 9, but Devin Bush with the Steelers ended up winning that. So now, let's see who wins the Super Bowl, because we do have to do some re-signs here. We did lock up Kendall Fuller, which is nice, but the Falcons ended up winning the Super Bowl over the Chargers, so we Tyreek Hill we need to lock up. Ooh. Nope. Franchise tagged. We're not letting him go that easy. Chris Jones here. We're going to lock him up. He's going to test out free agency. That's fine. Anthony Sherman, we'll yeet him the 1 year. But do we keep Des Bryant too? Because we picked him up. We'll see if he wants it. And he's going to stay with us. Okay. Looks like the rest of the team here is going to get that fat yeet. We're going to have to try to get Chris Jones back within free agency. Because that's all we can do, really. We'll see you once we have our free agency plan figured out. Alright, so we have some serious problems as far as cap goes. So I'm kind of unloading some pretty painful contracts right now. So we sent Sammy Watkins and 2/3 for the number 2 overall pick. Alright, so we eated up some contracts again. We sent our backup left guard, Irving here, over to the Lions for the 21st overall pick. We had to give up a 2nd for next year and a 4th, but we're going to be getting Master Trade Negotiator here in a second. So we just fleeced the number 1 overall from Minnesota, sending Damian Williams, Eric Fisher, and our 2nd round pick to Minnesota for the number 1 overall. The reason why we traded Damian Williams was we signed Derrick Henry. We tried to go after Chris Jones again, but he was just like, nah, fam. I don't want to be a part of your team, so nah. But that's about all we can do, so I'll see you at draft cap. Alright, so we did some pretty crazy shenanigans, guys. As you'll see in the draft recap here. We traded out of the number 1 overall to get the 2 first-round picks of the Raiders, and I think their first for the next season. And they went and drafted Tua Tagovailoa at number 1. We also had the number 2 pick that we fleeced from the Bengals, which we sent to the Patriots for our original first-round pick, their pick, and I think another in a future first or a future second, in which they went and drafted Justin Herbert. So we ended up picking at 6. We did Andrew Thomas, left tackle, 79 overall. And that was with the Raiders pick. With the Bears pick that we got from the Raiders, we drafted Raekwon Davis, D-tackle, 75 overall. We got our initial 15th overall back and selected Grant Delpit, who we will be moving to free safety. We will be moving him over to free safety. And he goes to a 78 overall. Then we drafted also CeeDee Lamb at 21, which, if I'm not mistaken, was the Patriots pick there. And then we also got Jonathan Taylor at the 24 overall that we picked up. And then we picked up Tommy Kramer in the 2nd round. We only had one other pick after that, was the 5th. So I yeeted it to Green Bay for a 4th round pick. So now, let's go into adjust roster. Because that way I can see exactly what kind of picks we ended up with. So we got Oakland, Chicago's. We knew about Detroit, because you saw me do that trade. And we got the 24th from New England as a part of the trade for the number 2 overall. Oakland also gave us, it was a 2020 2nd round pick from the Patriots. So they gave us our original first, their first, and their second round. So we got a first from Oakland and a fourth from Green Bay. And as you see, that is what we ended up getting. To kind of preview the team before we go into year number 2, here's what we're looking at. I have Derrick Henry, CD. We signed him, as we know. I might trade him to start the Jonathan Taylor show, but we also drafted Tommy Kramer here. As you see, he's a 72 overall right now. But the goal is we're actually going to yeet him over to center. So we're going to put him at the center position. Granted, 71 overall, but he has at least a star dev. And our tackle's got at least a star dev. Like, Jonathan Taylor's not going to start right away. Raekwon on the D-line. And Grant Delpit at free safety. Duron Harmon got a... Did he always have a star dev? Or did he get a star dev increase? I'm not sure. But... and we also don't know how long the Honey Badger... We also picked up Nick Kwiatkowski. However you pronounce that guy's last name. And then we got Sean Lee for now. It's kind of placeholders, because we're going to have to address this issue in the next draft. But we got a lot of power coming in here. I do need to upgrade our cornerback depth a little bit. So that's got to be a thing. Special teams, all the same. We're going to make Jonathan Taylor our punt returner. Granted, yes, Tyreek Hill can return punts. But we are also going to use Grant Delpit as a sub-linebacker as well. CeeDee Lamb is going to be our slot receiver. Get our boys all the snaps they need. And I will see you at the start of year number 2. Alright, so we put Des Bryant on the trade block just to see what we'd get for him. Here are the offers available. And the best one to me would be this Patriots offer for a 3rd, a 5th, and a 7th. The 3rd and a 5th for next season and a 7th for this year, so we done yeeted Des Bryant. Alright, so we're at the start of year 1. And we picked up Vernon Hargraves as kind of like a depth corner. We're still going to start Juan Thornhill because he's developing nicely. But the Raiders have offered a 3rd round pick for him. Yeet! Declined. It was the only offer we got for him. Either way, we're here. Year number 1. 89 offense, 77 defense. So we're steadily improving here. We're going to make our lineup adjustments as we will. We also have Alex Collins here, so I'm going to actually make a attempt to trade him, because Jonathan Taylor is going to be our second option at running back for when Derrick Henry is a little gassed. The Eagles give me green value for him, so we're going to try to work out a deal with the Eagles there. So far the Eagles are the only one that gives me green value for him anyway. Because the key is finding the green. And as you see, we cycled through all the teams, and the Eagles were the only ones to give me green value for him. Let's see if I can't get their 1st round pick. I would have to take on somebody contract Switzer, I'm not interested. Okay, back to the Eagles. So we'd have to take on a player in this case. That costs at least 2.24 mil. Like, I'm good on my O-line now. Let's see if we can't get Malik Jackson. 1-1. Improve our D-tackle spot. There we go. Malik Jackson on the team. I could have probably added a pick, but the naughty. I mean, Raekwon Davis, I still plan on starting, so this makes Natty now expendable. So the Bears instantly give me green value. A lot of these people are giving me green value. So far, all but one have given me green value. Oh, the Jets are yellow, but we could do something serious here. Make a giant splash somehow, some way. Honestly, our middle linebacker spot is sorely hurting. We could use better edge rushers. So, we'll see. That would put me way over salary cap. Oof. Yeah, I'm not going to get Derwin out of it. Well, how's about a first round pick? I could have got more out of it, but I didn't. But we got a first round pick off the Chargers. Well, Malik Jackson and Raekwon Davis now starting down there. I think I'm going to put... Okay, I already did put Duron Harmon on the trade block. We're going to make it a point that Thornhill is the starter, because he is developing supremely nice. But now, I will see you guys midway through this season. Ooh, we just spent a lot of money. But Mahomes was up for re-sign, and I wasn't letting him go. Ooh. That was a fat deal. We also need to re-sign Tyreek Hill, too. Like, I'm not wasting time. Okay, he wants a little bit more salary, but not signing bonus, rather. But yes, all I gotta do... And I'm gonna let y'all watch it. I'm gonna let y'all see it live here. The putting into the 2021 NFL draft class. There you go. Trevor Lawrence obviously being the star of this one. And then we're gonna have it set to auto scout from there. So that way it just saves me time. But I will see you again at the midway. Alright, y'all, so we're at the halfway point. We are 7-1. We started off 5-0. And then we ended up losing a game. But doing well. We're currently leading. We're only a game ahead of the Raiders, though. So 91 offense, 77 defense at this point. Let's do some upgrade skis. Now let's check out, see if we got our... Well, won't ya look at that. Superstar X Factor for Thomas. CeeDee Lamb's a superstar. Jonathan Taylor, the jury's still out. Wait, hold up. Can I give you 99 Club shoes? He is officially in the 99 Club, guys. There we go. But if I go in and edit him, will that change his X Factor? Because I know he's Bazooka. Long range death. Oh man, Mahomes is just like a cheat code, man. Alright, Grant Delpit, superstar X Factor on the defense. Let's see what it is. Zone Hawk. Well, Grant Delpit, proven he belongs. Frank Clark. Raekwon Davis is a superstar development, by the way. So Jonathan Taylor is the only one we don't have the... Hold up. Derek King, like, wait, what? You have at least a star dev. Okay, Mr. UDFA. Mr. NWA. We'll side him from the practice squad. Put him on the team. Can't just let star devs go to waste. Alright, now we'll see you at playoff time. Alright, so we back. We finished the year blanking the Titans on a 14-2 record. Obviously, we ain't the #1 seed. The Browns are the #1 seed. We are the #2. The Colts are the 3. The Jags and Chargers are the 5 and 6. And then the Patriots are the 4. So, ooh. And on the NFC side of things, the Seahawks are the #1 seed. The Panthers are the #2. The Falcons are the 5. Redskins the 3, the Giants the 6, and the Bears are the 4. Oof. Tiebreakers, man. Wait a minute. Every team in the NFC North went 8-8. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, we're going to upgrade all our players here. And I'll see you at the start of the sim for the divisional round. Alright, y'all, so as you can see by the one we're looking at, our superstar X Factors here, we are facing the New England Patriots in the divisional round. So we have Mahomes as our X Factor, Travis Kelce, and Grant Delpit, and they have Stephon Gilmore. For superstars, we have Mitchell Schwartz, Jonathan Taylor with Jukebox. Ooh. Justin Herbert, CeeDee Lamb, and Raekwon Davis. So, Patriots, Chiefs, we'll see you in the sim. Alright, here we are. Super sim time. As your Chiefs go up, oh shit, hit too many wrong buttons. Go up 7-0 over the Patriots, but the Patriots end up getting the field goal there. Ooh. And we are up 14-10. Ooh, the Patriots end up getting a touchdown there to the former Chief Des Bryant, but then the Chiefs get ahead 17-16. Patty Mahomes leading us down the field. It's 23-16 with 3 minutes left to go. And Justin Herbert and the Patriots could not get it done. The final score, 23-16, Chiefs over the Patriots. Now let's take a look at our stats here. Oh, I forgot to look at season stats for last year. Oh well. Patty Mahomes was 26 of 37, 319 in a score. No picks. For running the ball, Derrick Henry had a solid day, 22 for 83, no scores. But Jonathan Taylor, 8 carries, 30 yards in a score there. Receiving wise, the lone touchdown went to Tyreek Hill. But Mahomes spreading the ball out pretty fairly here. No one player took over. Now on the defensive side of the ball, total tackles went to Kendall Fuller. TFLs, Hitchens and Okafor. We had 3 sacks altogether. We got to do more than that. And Deron Harmon picking off the QB of his former team to move on to the AFC title game. Okay, before we get into the Alright, so yeah. Up 4,000, 29-10. This year he had 4,200, 39 touchdowns, 11 picks for Mahomes. Not bad. Running the ball. Derrick Henry almost with over 1,300 yards and 11 scores. Jonathan Taylor had 600 yards and 10 scores. So, great production running the ball from both Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor. Tyreek Hill went almost 1,200 yards for 13 scores. CeeDee Lamb almost did the same, but with 10 scores. Travis Kelce had 5 tutties. Trent Taylor had 5. Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor each had 3 out of the backfield. So again, Patty's spreading the ball out well, man. The leader in tackles was Grant Delpit with 108. TFL's leader was Raekwon Davis with 17. Frank Clark had 10.5. Sean Lee had 6.5 sacks. The interception numbers 3 for the Honey Badger. Juan Thornhill and Kendall Fuller led our cornerbacks with 2. And just because Jonathan Taylor had a kick return touchdown, look at that, but no punt return touchdowns. We'll look at the yearly awards closer to Super Bowl time. It's time to see who we will face in the AFC title game. So we are facing the number 1 seeded Cleveland Browns. Oh man, this is gonna be a battle. I will see you in the sim. Alright, it's time. We are here in the sim. The Browns take a 3-0 lead, but now they're up 10-0 on our Chiefs here. Well, we end up going down, getting the touchdown, but they fire right back with a touchdown of their own. Ooh, touchdown Chiefs. Beginning the 3-point game. Oh, now it's tied up. The Chiefs go ahead with the touchdown. And go up 2 touchdowns now. Game on the line. And the Chiefs right at the end with the final score 34-31, taking Kansas City to the Super Bowl. Came down on a last-second kick. Patrick Mahomes, 31 for 42 for 397 and 2 scores. 81 yards from Derrick Henry and a score from Jonathan Taylor on 20 yards as well. Derrick Henry was actually the leader in yards and catches for the Chiefs today, with our touchdowns versus CeeDee Lamb and Trent Taylor. You see, Mahomes is spreading the ball around. Defensively, let's see what we had for sacks. Only 2, which is kind of sad, and 1 interception. And our tackles leader was Juan Thornhill with 8. So, your Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. as is customary at this point, we gotta take a look at the Pro Bowlers. Surprisingly, Patrick Mahomes was not voted to the Pro Bowl. This surprises me. Wow. No one on our team made the Pro Bowl. Not a single human of the Chiefs made the Pro Bowl. But your Kansas City Chiefs will be playing the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl 54. I will see you in the sim. I suppose we need to talk about yearly awards, though, too, before we get to the sim there. Baker Mayfield wins the MVP, with Patrick Mahomes coming in at number 3. Coach of the Year goes to Pete Carroll. Andy Reid was the runner-up. And now if we look at the AFC, Baker Mayfield was Offensive Player of the Year. Patrick Mahomes was number 5. Derrick Henry was 10th. Defensive Player of the Year went to Miles Jack in Baltimore. No Chiefs there. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Justin Herbert, CeeDee Lamb, and Jonathan Taylor at 4 and 5 respectively. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Isaiah Simmons, with Grant Delpit as the runner-up. Raekwon Davis at number 7. Oh, of course, Baker is ahead of him in every other category but best quarterback in the AFC. Interesting. Let's get these upgrades out. Ooh, by the way, Tyreek Hill's now 96 overall. But Chiefs, Panthers, Super Bowl. See you in the sim. Here it is. It's time. Super Bowl 54? Or 55. I don't know. 55. There we go. It says so right on the field there. But the Chiefs tie it back up 7-7. Carolina's got the ball right now. Held only to a field goal. Excellent. But the Chiefs end up going down, getting a touchdown. And now it's third quarter. Mahomes did get picked off there. But the Chiefs end up going up 21-13. Chiefs scored 28-13, 28-20. End of the game. Your Chiefs have just won Super Bowl 55 over the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to put Carolina down on my list over here, because granted, yes, we just won the Super Bowl, but depending on who wins or loses to us in the Super Bowl will determine the next team that we do the rebuild for. So, Cam Newton at the another loss in the Super Bowl. This time to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. We got to see who the Super Bowl MVP is. Patrick Mahomes, 287, 3 scores, and a pick, is your Super Bowl MVP. The Chiefs notch one in their belt. 23-34 for 287, 3 scores. Rushing the ball, Derrick Henry balling out over here. 160 yards and 1 touchdown. Receiving, CeeDee Lamb led the team in catches and yards with 7 and 96 respectively. 1 score. Trent Taylor got the other score, and Eric Tomlinson got Patty Mahomes' 3rd touchdown. Now let's see us on the defensive side of the ball. Total tackles went to the Honey Badger. Tackles for loss, 3 of them. Sacks, 3 of them. And no picks. So Cam played a pretty clean game, but at the end of the day, the Chiefs end up being your Super Bowl 55 champions. Alright, so we traded a receiver that we're literally not using a second for next year, and the 20th pick overall for the number 7 overall. Alright, so we're at the draft recap here. We drafted Thomas Booker, the speed Russia, on Stanford, 75 overall. Then we went and grabbed Tyreek Smith at the 26th pick overall from Ohio State at 76 overall. Then we got Palae Gaoteote. That's some like weird Samoan name. 70 overall left outside linebacker, scheme fit. And then we kind of just let, because after this Trill Williams pick, which wasn't anything impressive, we let the CPU finish the draft for us. So, let's take a look at our team. Jonathan Taylor, the superstar dev. I'm going to put Derrick Henry on the trade block. Derek King, the star dev. I probably could have went and got a receiver, because it kind of drops off tremendously after Trent Taylor, but honestly, you're going to go there. We are going to start Tyreek Smith over Alex Okafor. And Frank Clark, he's still good, but we have Booker here as well. What we could do, given his weight, we could actually shift him into D-tackle to get some extra pressure in that way. And besides, Gaoteote is 66 overall when it comes to middle linebacker. We're going to put him at left outside. I'd like to upgrade my linebackers because we didn't have much in free agency to work with either. So it was like, generate best. It doesn't want me to have Delpit as the sub linebacker anymore. Now Jonathan Taylor's become our third down back. I'm still going to put Derrick Henry on the trade block just to see what will happen. We're also, Trent Taylor is kind of a slot receiver. It's kind of his thing. But I might put him on trade block as well to see what happens. But I will see you guys if any trades occur and any big boy moves happen. It seems the Patriots really love working with me, huh? They want to give me a second for 2023 and a 7th for this year for Derrick Henry. We're going to take the deal. It's the Jonathan Taylor show now. See you in a bit. Alright, I killed the cam for this year 3 because, well, I'm dealing with a little bit of a headache at the moment, but we're rolling. We're going to make it to the Super Bowl for our goal this year, because word through the grapevine says that Andy Reid's going to be retiring after this year. Let's hope that that's not true, and if it is true, right off into the sunset. If not, hopefully he sticks around at least one more year. Alright, so here we are at the midway point, 4-3, about to take on the Eagles. And we have some big signings to do. I've already decided we're going to let Alex Okafor, we're going to let him walk, because we got those 2 rookie defensive ends. But Travis Kelce getting re-signed is a priority. 96 overall X Factor. We got to keep him. Mitchell Schwartz, our superstar right tackle. We got to keep him. And we are going to also attempt to re-sign the Honey Badger. Okay, he just wants a little more salary. Malik Jackson. he's kind of on the wrong side of 30 and he's downgrading, so we're going to let him walk. And of course, got to re-sign the punter. And everyone else can pound sand. We are going to come back to the table with the Honey Badger, though. And I will see you at playoff time. Alright, so we have made the playoffs for a second straight year. We're in the wild card round this time. By winning the division, I'm assuming. Because we got the 9-7 Tennessee Titans coming to town. Grant Delpit's got zoned out and unfakeable for his abilities. And Tyreek Smith has strip specialist, 80 overall, superstar dev. Now let's 99 offense, 81 defense. Like, holy shit. Tyreek Hill is now up to a superstar dev, by the way. De'Aaron King is now a star. We're going to have to upgrade our right guard within draft. But if we look at the defensive side of the ball, Booker is also a superstar dev. So he will now slide in to the second D tackle spot. Gauthier is a star dev, by the way. Got up to 76 overall, 80, 85. We are damn good. Now finally making it the Jonathan Taylor show. Now, we're going to take a look at our stats on the year. Mahomes kind of had a down year throwing the ball. 3,700 yards, 32 touchdowns to only 5 picks. So, and Jonathan Taylor now becoming the horse, 1335 with 11 scores. Tyreek Hill was our leading receiver in yards, with Kelsey led in receptions, by the way. 5 touchdowns, 7 for Kelsey, 7 for Trent Taylor, 7 for CeeDee Lamb. And Jake Stoll got 3 touchdowns, 4 for Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Again, the constant spreading the ball around. Our tackles leader was Nick Quack. I can't pronounce his last name. Honey Badger number 2. Our sacks leader was Raekwon Davis with 7. Frank Clark had 6. Malik Jackson 3.5. Hitchens 3. Now let's look at picks. 3 for Palai Gaoteode with 3. Kendall Fuller 3. Any tutties? 2 defensive touchdowns from Delpit and the Honey Badger. Now let's see if we had any punt return touchdowns and or kick return. No tutties in kick returns and none in punt returns. We'll look at the yearly awards when those get brought up. But for now, I will see you in the sim. Wildcard weekend, Titans, Chiefs. Alright, here we are. Snowy Arrowhead Stadium. And your Chiefs go up 7-0. The Titans notch up a pair of field goals. But now it's 14-6, 21-6, 21-8. There was 28-8 going into the second half. Okay, the Chiefs absolutely putting the hurt on. Getting the dub 31-14. And moving on to the divisional round. Mahomes had 266 for 3 scores, but he did have a pick. Rushing the ball, 68 yards from Jonathan Taylor. with 1 touchdown. Receiving, CeeDee Lamb led in receptions and yards, but the touchdowns came to Jonathan Taylor and Tyreek Hill. They looked defensively. 1 sack and a half for Malik Jackson, 1 for Booker, 1 for Clark, 1 for Davis, half sack for Kendall Fuller, 2 picks from Dorian O'Daniel. Not bad. And on to the divisional round. All right, here we are. Conference championship, or divisional round, rather. Chiefs and the Colts. The Colts going out to a 3-0 lead. Well, Patrick Mahomes getting a touchdown pass early. But they did not convert the extra point. It's now 10-6, 10-13, 17-13, 20-13. The end of the first half. But luck is just taking them down the field. Our defense is stopping nothing, but down 3 points. End of the game drive. Can Patrick Mahomes take us to a touchdown? 34-30 to send us to the conference championship. Going for Super Bowl number 2. Mahomes was 26-35, 297, 4 scores and a pick. Jonathan Taylor, 57 yards, 1 touchdown. Travis Kelce led the team in yards and catches, but our TDs went to Tyreek Hill, Jonathan Taylor, and Trent Taylor. Defensively speaking, the tackles leaders were the Honey Badger and Grant Delpit. 3 TFLs from Thomas Booker. He also has our only sack and no interceptions. So, the Chiefs win. Final score, Kansas City 34, Indianapolis 30. On to the AFC title game. Alright, here we are. A rematch of the AFC title game from a year ago. Chiefs, Browns in Cleveland. Browns go up to a 14-0 lead right away. 21-3. Oof, this is not looking good. Well, the Chiefs end up getting a touchdown. But the Browns virtually holding the Chiefs at bay. The defense can't get anything done. And unfortunately, the Browns bounce us out in revenge from last year. A score of 34-20. Let's take a look at our stats here. 29 of 49 for 359, 2 scores and a pick. No touchdowns rushing, but he did have 64 yards. Travis Kelce led in catches, Hill in yards, getting 1 score, and CeeDee Lamb getting a score as well. But defensively, there was only 1 sack and 1 pick. What was our TFLs looking like? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tackles for loss. That's not going to get it done. But Baker's Browns go on to the Super Bowl. And as per usual, we got to check out our Pro Bowlers. So Jonathan Taylor made the Pro Bowl. No Chiefs receivers. Travis Kelce made the Pro Bowl. Thomas, I think, is our guy. Shaq Mason made the Pro Bowl. Mitchell Schwartz made the Pro Bowl. Grant Delpit made the Pro Bowl. Look at that. But it will be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl. We're going to see who wins so we can add them to my list. But we're also going to take a look at the yearly awards while we're here. Zeke Elliott wins MVP. No Chiefs on the list for Coach of the Year. Jason Garrett wins that. Andy Reid in his confirmed final season. Unfortunately, Andy Reid has decided to retire. 8th in the Coach of the Year voting. Le'Veon Bell wins Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC. Mahomes at number 7. Jonathan Taylor at number 10. Miles Jack, a second year in a row for Defensive Player of the Year. No Chiefs there. Trevor Lawrence wins Rookie of the Year. Jake Stoll is 5th. And Desmond Ridder is 6th for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Micah Parsons. Palae Gaoteote went number 5th. I'm never going to be able to pronounce that guy's name right. And now, let's see who wins the Super Bowl. It's depending on who wins will determine a potential for our next rebuild. Because remember, I'm going off of the Super Bowls for these first few. But Cleveland Browns win themselves a Super Bowl over the Seahawks. 35-17. The Honey Badger is now down to an 83 overall. Yeah, everyone else here can go pound sand. Right now, we're gonna bring back the Honey Badger. He wants 4 years. Or 3 years, rather. Which is fine, but he unfortunately has confirmed it. We're gonna do the demand, or at least during the playoffs. Oof. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna retire him in probably the craziest thing we've ever seen. Mixer streamer, former Twitch streamer, Tyler Ninja Blevins has chosen in this alternate world, I want to coach a football team. So he is now the coach of your Kansas City Chiefs after the retirement of Andy Reid. What will Ninja have planned for this team? Who knows? But he's got a team that's coming off of a crushing AFC title game loss after winning the Super Bowl the year before. So we'll see what Ninja's got planned. The Ninja train here is insane. Getting superstar X Factor Leighton Vander Esch out of free agency, and we needed a putter. But will Ninja and Leighton Vander Esch's careers be the perfect match? Who knows? But Ninja, in his first NFL coaching move, making a huge splash in free agency. Alright, we're coming at you live. So Ninja, we have his first NFL draft pick. We could trade out of the first round. There's lots of offers here. We can get a second, a third, and a sixth for next year. Second, fourth, and a sixth all in this draft. 2, 3, and 5. But Ninja's decided, you know what, we're going to keep this pick. Oof. That's gross. That's gross. Well, let's take a look here. Because right now, we need right guards. And middle linebacker. We are going to make a huge... This is going to be looked at as a reach. But we're going to draft Gabe Johnson, hidden dev, 69 overall, at least a star development. And that is Ninja's first draft pick as the coach of the Chiefs. Alright, draft recap for Ninja's first draft. So, he went and got Gabe Johnson as a massive reach in the first round. Then came back with Kendall Binningham, the right guard. Terrell Upshaw, middle linebacker. Conrad Worth. Get Mahomes a backup just in case. Then we just kind of let the CPU draft the rest. And we will see you at the beginning of year number 1. Alright, so here we are at the beginning of year number 1. And we didn't really make any sort of adjustment to the team. Like, because we didn't really need to. Like, we have a good foundation here. But I am going to make some tweaks to the lineup here. So here it is, our lineup. We drafted this fullback, but Derek King will now be our third receiver. Utilize that star dev. Our line is doing rather nice. And on defense here, we are going to move Booker into D tackle. We're actually going to make him a D tackle. Officially. Slide him into D tackle there. Get the most out of him while we still have Frank Clark, who's doing just fine. Now, Johnson here will now be the new starter. We're going to put whatever the hell his last name is on the trade block. Leighton Vander Esch, our big free agent signing in the offseason. Hell yeah. Alright, so all that's fixed up. Ooh. Dominique France here. He's practice squad, so we can go look. Star dev. I'll let him chill in the practice squad. Oh, he was our 7th round pick, too. We are going to shoot for the stars, make the playoffs, and I will see you guys at the midway point. Alright, so here we are, midway point, year 4. We are 5-3, about to go up against the Rams. So we got to do some re-signs here. Chris Jones, our punter. We're going to, more importantly, we're going to re-sign Thornhill first. So he's sticking around. I put him on the trade block. Oh yeah, that's right, I put him on the trade block. And I didn't check for any offers. Derek King, who's coming up here, we're going to re-sign him as well. Not letting that star dev go to waste. Now Tardif. Unless because we need him like right now. We are gonna sign Chris Jones. Okay, we can't do that, so we're gonna have to come back to the table for him. But alright, got all our updates out of the way there. Jonathan Taylor got a new ability. Jukebox and Leapfrog. Did his dev trait go up? No, it did not. And then we got a new ability for Thomas Booker as well. Secure Tackler. Still chilling at a superstar dev. So I will see you guys at playoff time. Alright, so we went 13-3, y'all. Enough to give us the number 1 seed in the AFC. Ninja getting his first playoff experience, a 12-game win streak. So they have not lost a game, I think, since we checked in at the midway point. But we are the number 1 seed. The Chargers are the 5. The Browns are the number 2. The Bengals are the 6. Jags the 3. The Jets are the 4. For the NFC side of things, the number 1 seed would be the Cowboys. The Falcons are number 2. The Rams are number 3. The 49ers number 5. The Panthers are number 6. And the Packers are number 4. So let me do some upgrades first. See if anybody hits the 99 club. I'm sure I'll see something. Jonathan Taylor's at a 90 overall now. Before we forget, we're gonna get expert scouting, increased XP, the DBs, and the linebackers boosted. Now let's see who we will meet in the divisional round of the playoffs. We will be meeting the Cincinnati Bengals at Arrowhead Stadium. Year number 4, divisional playoff. I'll see you in the sim. Alright, here we are. Divisional round against the Bengals. No one, there we go. The Chiefs getting their first score of the game. The Bengals come back, tie it up. Mahomes leading us down, at least getting a field goal out of it. Holding the Bengals to a field goal as well. The Chiefs going up 17-10. But the Bengals again, they tie it up. The Chiefs going up 24-17, 27-20. I didn't want to do all that. I hit the button one too many times. 34-20. $37-20, taking us back to the AFC title game for a 3rd year in a row. Josh Rosen is the quarterback of the Bengals now. Mahomes went 19-28, 230 and 1 touchdown. So Jonathan Taylor balling out, 33 carries, 167 and 3 touchdowns. Patty Mahomes' lone touchdown went to Trent Taylor. Tyreek Hill led the team in yards with 87 on the receiving front. Leighton Vander Esch led the team in solo tackles. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, led in total. TFLs 2, 3, So good TFL numbers. Gabe Johnson, the rookie, getting a sack and a half. Raekwon Davis with a sack. Leighton Vander Esch getting the other half of the third sack. 3 interceptions are Shrew Williams, Daryl Worley, and Kendall Fuller all getting them nice and clean interceptions. So we will see who we will face in the AFC title game. And what is a little bit of a shocking development, the Jets are in the AFC title game. They have taken out the Browns. Wow. What was looking to be a rematch of the last 2 AFC title games, it turns out that the Jets have trounced the Browns to make it to the AFC title game to face the Chiefs. Alright, Jets and Chiefs in Arrowhead Stadium. The Jets go up 7-0 right away. But they're now up 10-0. The Chiefs really need a score here. To only come away with a field goal. Now down 17. Oh shit, hit the button one too many times. But the Chiefs need a hold here. 24-3. They're losing to the Jets. Okay, 24-10. And unfortunately, the Jets go on to the Super Bowl, defeating the Chiefs 24-10. How did we lose to Sam Darnold? Easy. Mahomes wasn't getting touchdowns. Darnold had 3 of them. They had very similar stat lines. Le'Veon Bell, 140 yards. Jonathan Taylor did not show up at all. 26 rushing yards. But there were no rushing touchdowns, though. Cortland Sutton got all of the Jets' touchdowns, and Jonathan Taylor got the one lone Kansas City touchdown. Kendall Fuller led the team in tackles. There was a lot of TFLs, so that's good, but only 1 sack and 1 pick. The Jets go on to the Super Bowl to face the winner of the Packers and the Cowboys. As is customary on our channel here, we go look at the Pro Bowlers that made it this year. Patrick Mahomes finally making a Pro Bowl. Jonathan Taylor making one as well. No Chiefs receivers. Thomas making another Pro Bowl, as is Jack Mason. Tommy Kramer made Tardif. My entire offensive line made the Pro Bowl. That's dope. Malik Jackson. I think I let him walk. Ended up making a Pro Bowl. That's kind of nuts. Leighton Vander Esch surprisingly didn't make the Pro Bowl. Neither did... Wow. But it's okay, though. It's alright. We'll look at yearly awards here in just a minute, right before we find out who wins the Super Bowl. And this Super Bowl is special, Super Bowl 57, because this is a Super Bowl featuring the first 2 teams to win the Super Bowl. And I'll explain how that works in a minute. We have Baker Mayfield at MVP, Patty Mahomes at number 3. Coach of the Year went to Jason Garrett, with Ninja coming in at number 4. In the AFC, Baker Mayfield, Offensive Player of the Year. Mahomes, the runner-up. Defensive play, Kamu Grieger-Hill led the Patriots for Defensive Player of the Year. No Chiefs there. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Patrick Cecil, the Colts. Tanner Hearns going number 4. And James Gresham at number 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Jordan Long. Gabe Johnson at number 4. And now, to see the winner of the Super Bowl. Will it be the Jets, the winners of Super Bowl 3, or the Packers, the winners of Super Bowls 1 and 2? The first 2 teams to ever win a Super Bowl finally going head-to-head in one, with the Green Bay Packers winning the Super Bowl over the Jets. Very interesting development. Now, Tardif wanted Mo money. All these dudes can go pound sand. We are going to try and bring back Tardif. We don't have the money. Okay. This puts us in a bit of a hole. But now we are heading into year number 5. Well, I don't think I'll be able to... Yeah, I can't do shit. Even if I cleared our cap penalty. God damn it. It's not what I wanted to do. Let's try that again. We only have 60K in cap penalties. That's kind of nuts. And we have, like, no money. But, we literally have no money. No money to do anything. Even if I wanted to somehow clear room to get Byron Jones, there's no way. We is a broke bitch. The only way we'd be able to make this work, even then, that's not going to do anything. Let's take a look at Byron Jones here. We gave him a 7-year. Yeah, no, there's nothing we can do, so I'll see you at draft recap, guys. Alright, so here we are. I mean, we had a lot of picks. I stopped picking after Dion Holly here, because I just let the computer do it. So we have Tim Conley, 73 overall, strong safety, normal dev. Julius Bell at center. We're actually going to slide him over to right guard. Granted, yes, it is year 5, so we're trying to go for Super Bowl right now. But if you move him over to right guard, he goes up 1 overall point. Dion Holly. See, I'm going to move him down to defensive end. Either way, 68 overall doesn't change much. George Smith, D tackle at 70 overall. Normal dev. Chris Trainer, cornerback, normal. Quandre Brent, normal. Cliff Langham, normal. Lucas Follett, normal. And 2 quarterbacks. No, 1 quarterback. Ooh, hold up. Got a hidden dev right at the end. It's year number 7, so what we're gonna do, year number 1, or not number 1, year number 5, I'm sorry. We're just gonna check it out. He is a star dev. In the 7th round, finding a star dev. Let's go. So now, let's see what happens here. I just want to see what the dev of the #1 overall pick is. Only a star. So the Seahawks kind of whiffed there. We'll see who emerges out of that draft class. But I will see you the start of year number 5. Alright, year number 5 is here. Make it to the Super Bowl. We start our season against the Super Bowl champion Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. So, year number 5, I will see you midway. Alright, so here we are at the midway point with a 6-2 record. Currently hold a game and a half. Either way. Oh no. Oh no. Preparation. We try to win games, bro. It's like we trying to win. But we do have some important re-signs to do. More specifically, these. Oh my god. Jeez. We have a lot of very important pieces that need to be re-signed. The first on that list, Grant Delpit. Okay, he wants more money. Jonathan Taylor. Let's throw him the offer. Boom. Signed. Andrew Thomas. We gotta up the salary a little bit. Now we gotta shoot an offer at Shaq Mason. Shaq Mason signed up. CeeDee Lamb. We'll throw the offer at him. He wants a little more money. Okay. Raekwon needs a little more money. Mitch Schwartz. I think I can get him for one more year. Ugh. So we're going to have to come back to the table on CeeDee Lamb, Grant Delpit, Raekwon. Frank Clark, I'm not giving you 19 mil over 3 years. Especially when I have two, well, they're not rookies anymore, but we're going to have to come back to the room on those pivotal pieces, and I will see you at the end of the year. Oh, snap. Ninja, in his second year, gets us to a first round bye, 13-3, with a Week 17 win over the Patriots. Now, who will we see? Oh, CeeDee Lamb's got a new double move elite. Oh, wow. CeeDee Lamb's still rocking the superstar dev, though. But, divisional round, who shall we see? Well, wouldn't you know it? The team that beat us in the AFC title game last year, the New York Jets. We meet them in the divisional round. Alright, here it is. A rematch of last year's AFC title game. Starting off with a 3-0 lead. The Jets over the Chiefs so far. But the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown. Going up 7-3 at the end of the first quarter. But Mahomes blasted them down the field. Leading 14-13 at the end of 2. And the Chiefs now up 28-13. 23-28. Oh man. There we go. And for some poetic justice, the Chiefs outdueled the Jets 35-23. Stats on the game. The Chiefs 24 of 36 for 378, 4 touchdowns for Patrick Mahomes. Jonathan Taylor 75 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. CeeDee Lamb went off. 7 catches for 150 in a yard and 2 in touchdown. Tyreek Hill 72 yards, 2 scores. And Tanner Hearns, the fullback, getting Mahomes' other touchdown. Defensively, 3 sacks. I mean, we could do better there, but no picks. Wow. But we move on to the AFC title game once again. All right. The AFC title game is underway. The Chiefs and the Ravens out here. Chiefs are up 10-0. The Ravens go down and answer back, but it is now 16-7 Kansas City. 23-7, my bad. Going 23-13, 30-13, 20-30, 37-27. Oof. Touchdown puts it away. Field goal. And the Chiefs in year number 5 are in fact headed to the Super Bowl to face the winner of Cowboys versus Saints. Now, keep in mind, if the Saints go to the Super Bowl, in this particular case, it will actually be Dallas that we put on our list for rebuilds to do. Because we obviously, before this one, we just did the Saints. So, keep that in mind. Stats on the day. Only 8 incompletions for Patrick Mahomes. 366 for 3 touchdowns. Technically, 7 balls hit the ground. 1 went to the wrong team. 98 yards, 2 touchdowns for Jonathan Taylor. And Kelsey, Hill, and Lamb all get a receiving touchdown. Defensively, quite a bit of TFLs. 2 sacks, 2 picks for Thornhill and Gabe Johnson. Unsung hero probably of this rebuild would be Juan Thornhill. He developed so well once we dropped him from safety to corner. So, 2. You know what? We're gonna stay recording at this point because the next thing we're gonna do is check our Pro Bowlers, as we know. So that's kind of customary on our channel at this point. We gotta know if any Chiefs made the Pro Bowl. We will be facing the Saints in the Super Bowl. However, because we just did the Saints rebuild, we will be putting on the Dallas Cowboys on our list because they were the other team in the NFC title game. Pro Bowl rosters. Pat Mahomes did not make the Pro Bowl. Wow. So far, this is an absolute travesty. You mean to tell me not a single Chiefs player made the Pro Bowl? And we're in the Super Bowl. Like, what? Like, what is this? Andrew Thomas, like... Alright. So now, I will see you into the sim. Saints, Chiefs, Super Bowl. See you shortly. Alright. Final game of year 5. Super Bowl 58. The Saints go up 3-0. Our Chiefs answer back with the field goal. But we managed to hold them to a field goal, but the Chiefs end up going down, getting a touchdown. 10-6. Your current 17-9 current score going into the fourth quarter. Will it? And this was just by far and away the Chiefs winning Super Bowl 58 in our fifth and final year of the rebuild, ending it on an absolute high note. Kansas City winning their second Super Bowl with me at the helm. A coaching retirement of Andy Reid led to Ninja, of all people, taking over as the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. And your Super Bowl MVP is Patrick Mahomes. 289 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So, we are going to get out of this screen with the final score of 24-16. We win Super Bowl 58. I think it was 58. It'll tell us once we're out of the screen. 22 of 32 for 289, 3 scores and a pick. Justin Fields leading the Saints to the Super Bowl. Rushing, Jonathan Taylor had 73 yards. The leading receiver for the Chiefs was by receptions was CeeDee Lamb, but yards was Tyreek Hill, and gets 2, and the third touchdown to Trent Taylor. Now defensively, 2, 3, 4, 5 sacks. Excellent work. And 1 Thornhill coming up with a pivotal pick. No TDs. No TDs. But 2 Super Bowls in this rebuild, you know. After going 0-2 in the last 2 rebuilds with the Giants and the Saints, making it to a Super Bowl with the Giants and losing, it's absolutely amazing for this Chiefs team to get 2 Super Bowls, 4 straight playoff appearances, 4 straight AFC title game appearances. And then, for the last time, we must check the yearly awards. Ezekiel Elliott wins MVP. Blatchford. Jonathan Taylor was 7th in the MVP voting. Coach of the Year went to Freddie Kitchens, Ninja number 2. Offensive Player of the Year went to Tua Tagovailoa, with Jonathan Taylor number 2, and Patrick Mahomes at number 8. Defensive Player of the Year went to Jayon Brown, with Gabe Johnson coming in at 9th in the Defensive Player of the Year voting. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Corey Patton. Cliff Langham at number 3 for the Chiefs. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, Bobby Atkinson, with Tim Conley coming in at number 6 for the Chiefs. So far, yep, that was Super Bowl 58, by the way. Super Bowl 58. And we won we won the year 2 Super Bowl. Well, 4 was 57, 56 was year 3, 55 and 58. We win the Super Bowl. And now, I must look to, that's going to wrap up this video, though. We hope you liked it. In the comments, please tell me who you think the unsung hero of the team was. And now we have 5 choices. This is the first time in a rebuild that that the repeat winner was the team I was controlling. In this particular setup, our next rebuild will be that. Of the Green Bay Packers. So, the reason I'm choosing the Packers this time is because Aaron Rodgers is kind of coming on the downstroke of his career. And I live in Wisconsin, so it's only fitting. If the Packers had lost to the Jets, we would have been doing a Jets rebuild. But next rebuild will be that of the Green Bay Packers, to which I'll bring the cam box and my face back for this one, even though I'm still rocking a headache, but I managed to get it done for you, to which I must now bid thee adieu. Good day, goodbye, and good night.